And welcome back to Ozarks Live. Today is apparently National Baseball Fans Day, and we thought, who better to talk about that than our very own Dan Lucy. So, Dan, good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
All right, how are
It's
things?
National Baseball Fans Day today?
It is national, not international, but national. So it's scoped down a little bit. But how are things looking in the world of baseball?
Well, there's teams that are playing games, and there are teams that are still quarantined because of COVID-19, and everybody's playing without fans in the stands. So it's a very quiet National Fans Day. It was funny because the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday, their home games are now in Buffalo at their AAA affiliate because of COVID, Canada wouldn't let them in to Toronto to play. So, but there were fans actually parked on the highway out over the walls that could sit on the walls of the highway overpass and watch the game for free. So for them, National Fans Day. For everybody else, you're watching on TV.
Don't go back for that home run, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Watch for cross traffic behind you.
Okay, so that covers baseball. And some of them are getting sick and postponing games and things like that. But I think a lot of people really are wondering about football. There's a couple types. Why don't we start with college ball?
Yeah, the last week, a lot of the stuff going on was with baseball, with the Cardinals and everything with COVID. And just to touch on that, the Royals are still playing. They've never had any problems. The Cardinals should be coming out, knock on wood, of quarantine tomorrow on Friday and open up playing baseball again in Chicago against the White Sox. So we'll cross our fingers and hope that that's going to happen. Yeah. College football is the big story this week. Basically, what they're trying to do is figure out the Power 5 conferences, the big conferences, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-12, who is going to play football. And yesterday, the Big 10 said that they were going to not play football in the fall. The Pac-12 said they weren't going to play football in the fall. And now, remember last week, the Missouri Valley Conference are moving their conference games to the spring.
Yeah.
So we'll hope that all happens. Now, last night and then today, the Big 12 has decided they are going to play in the fall along with the Southeastern Conference. So for college football fans around here, that means Mizzou, Arkansas, Oklahoma, all these teams are going to be playing football in the fall. And then Missouri State is supposed to play at Oklahoma on September 12th. Despite the fact that the Valley Football Conference is playing in the spring, the Valley told their individual schools they can play a non-conference game or two if they would like, and the Bears are getting some money from Oklahoma to do that, so they're going to play on September 12th. Don't know what time the kickoff is, but that date is set now.
Less virus if there's non-conference, right?
Well, yeah, the COVID-19 virus is the big problem, and there's a big debate. You know, you've got the Big 10 and the Pac-12 talking to their doctors and saying it's too dangerous to play. You've got the Big 12 and the SEC talking to their doctors, and their doctors say, oh, no, you can play.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Well, you know, I had not heard about the SEC, so I wasn't aware of what had been decided there. What is it like, you know, for these schools, and what is it like for they're trying to sell the tickets, they're trying to lure the fans back to the campus. The hotels are hoping people will I mean, it's just a mess.
Oh, it's all about money, Joy, definitely. Wisconsin's athletic director said they're going to lose $100 million this year because of the fact that there's no football in Madison, Wisconsin this year. And that goes, depending on how big your school is and how big your town is, it trickles all the way around. So that's the motivating factor. Don't be fooled by anything at all. Yeah. It's all about money. The reason Missouri State wants to play that football game in Norman is because they're getting $600,000 to play it. And that will, you know, finance your athletic department for a year. So that's where we're at right now, and hopefully we can move past the virus and everybody can play safely. But, you know, it's a day-to-day thing. It's an hour-to-hour thing right now.
Yeah, and there are more things to talk about, and I'm sure we'll be talking about those because we don't even have time to get to the pro football.
Exactly.
All right, thanks a lot, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a bunch. I walk by the sports department every day, and I say, are we playing football? And Dan just throws his hands in the air.
Yeah, I know.
He tries to explain it. He doesn't know. We don't know. We're trying.
I feel bad from Excedrin everywhere in Dan's office.
Truly.
All right, coming up, we get to learn all about the BCFO Style Show.
Yeah, there's my friend Tammy. She's going to tell us all about it. There's a lot to cover, so stick around. Ozarks Live is not finished yet.